So if you're like me, music can do a lot for you. You listen to certain songs because they pump you up. You listen to other songs because they help you concentrate. And then there's some songs you have no idea why, but you are just obsessed with them and you love them. And yeah, they just do numbers on you. But I think for the vlogs going forward, at least for the coming out like series of vlogs, I want to play a song that kind of represents a certain time in my life or the story I'm about to tell. So this one I want to share with you. It's called Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. I'm sure many of you have heard it. If not, it just talks. The song is just about kind of being lonely, walking this lonely road, as you'll be able to hear.
This empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shadow.
Alright, I'm not going to play the whole song, but I think you guys get the idea if you haven't heard it before. So I left off with Panama City, Florida, and how it was just kind of a nightmare for me, unfortunately, but it was a great thing because it sparked my coming out journey. So after Panama City, we were there, I think, for 7 days, and we had to go to school on Monday, so we drove back. I believe we got back on Saturday, maybe on Sunday at Bloomington, Illinois, and you know, I just probably unpacked, tried to gather my thoughts, still super confused, didn't know really what was going on, what I was going to do, if I was going to talk to anybody, how I was going to handle things. Yeah, just in a very confused state of mind, very lonely state of mind, to tie it into the song. And I remember that week, I ended up that following week. I ended up talking to one of my friends, Megan, and she was telling me how she was seeing one of the counselors at school to help her with her career choice and her direction, her career direction, and what she wanted to do. She's very confused on that end. That she still wanted to do X, Y, Z, what she studied. How is she going to do it? What kind of job is she going to get after school? And I was excited about that because, you know, not only was I confused, I think, with my sexuality, but I was confused with my career choice too. I studied accounting in school, and looking back at it, I chose accounting because I love math. It was business, stable career, good money. You know, just this idea of safety, I think, is why I actually chose that. I didn't want anybody questioning me, question my decisions with any part of my life, and I think that kind of is rooted in my struggle with my sexuality, but so it kind of it even took a toll on what I chose to study in school. But anyways, her telling me this, I was like, hey, that's a great idea. I need to go see someone. I need to talk about my career. I'm going to go see a counselor at the health services and figure out what's going on with my life, what's going on career-wise. So sure enough, later that week, I set up an appointment for the following week. I was going to see such and such counselor at the health services at school, and we were going to talk about my career path. I ended up seeing him probably once or twice a week for 2-3 weeks maybe. In between that, the visits with him, I went and saw an informational meeting on the Peace Corps. I talked about that with him. I was super excited about maybe going to the Peace Corps, signing up for that. A lot of ideas were thrown out there, but the ultimate realization was that accounting wasn't for me. I needed to kind of take a step back and do something else, whether it was go to a grad school or maybe sign up for the Peace Corps. You know, that's what I was going to do. And I remember specifically, it was probably like the 4th or 5th meeting with him, which was supposed to be the final meeting. We decided, okay, we're in a good place. I have a good idea of some options that are out there. I'm going to go forward with these options, maybe come back and see him again, but for right now, kind of gather my thoughts, talk to my parents, and take that next step. Sign up for possibly going to the Peace Corps, look into grad schools. So as you know, he kind of wiped his hands clean of helping me out, and you know, I remember him saying, "So you know, we're good, right? We're in a good place." And I remember just looking at him, and my head started pounding, and it felt like it had its own heartbeat. And I'm getting nervous, like, talking about this. And I remember just looking at him and saying, shaking my head, I said, there's something else. He didn't really say nothing at first. He just kind of looked at me. And I said, I can't really talk about it right now. I'm not ready for it. But if we can meet one more time, I think it would really help. There's something else I got to talk about. I don't think I'm here for my career path. So he said, yeah, for sure, of course. Yeah, don't worry about it. Schedule an appointment, and I'll see you in a couple of days or in a week or so. So you can kind of guess where it's going. But I'll leave you with that. And that is part 2 of my coming out journey. Peace.